Now, Richard, that is interesting. Richard just posted, guys, for those that are listening and not able to watch. Morning, Mark and family. Well, last night my credit union sent out a message saying all branches wouldn't be open until noon today due to a staff meeting. Wonder how many more are scrambling and doing something similar. Turd Ferguson, what is up? The Golden Poop. Good to see you, Turd. Hello, Towboat. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Suzanne. Okie H. Man. Linda. Linda, I tell you, you made a lot of people's day being here yesterday. Irish Guy. Georgia Whipper. Will. Think Agape. Leslie. Beantown Jim. Good morning. Man, I'm seeing them all. VA Patriot. Ron. Of course, the mods. I saw Larry and Sissy and Booger and so many of you guys. Gypsy. J Money. Still, every time I see that icon, I chuckle, man. And I have it on good, really sound. What's the word I'm looking for here? A great referral that if you cover yourself in brake fluid, that Diet Coke will take it right off. That's a little scary. Diet Coke's that caustic. Mr. C has not been paid yet. Mr. C has not been paid yet. We texted this morning. Well, I say we texted this morning. Let me double check, make certain that wasn't yesterday. It all runs together. All right, it was yesterday. Mr. C and I have not spoken yet. No, we did. 8:15 this morning. All right. I'm not completely losing it. All right. Got that one. Got that one. All right. I did everything I was supposed to. I've checked in. Hello, Wall, you Frank. Hello, Billy. Hello, Jill Hill and Farmer. Captain D. What's up, Rabble Peasant? Help me wish for this to be the best birthday. So, Rabble Peasant, are you saying today's your birthday? If you are, you got to let me know, Rabble. Then you can hang out and do the birthday with Relentless, who's the big 62. What's up with Republic Bank? Like 50% of their share value has just. Sherman is saying there's a Nader out. Is Nader trying to break the news I just broke? Gwendolyn, what happens if the RV occurs? I'm out of town. Don't worry about it. Set an appointment. Take care of it when you get back into town. No worries at all. It will wait for you. Remember, you are the you're the Beverly Hillbillies, and the bankers are the Clydesdales. The horses? I don't know. Sounds good. Hello, Carolyn. Young at heart. Yeah, Sunshine, I can't keep track of time anymore. It's just gone. Mississippi River over its banks. I'd not heard that one. Wolf Pup's birthday. Happy birthday, Wolf Pup. You finally get to retire, Wolf Pup. I'm voting for a med bed, and then you got to go back to work after a couple years break, hanging out with us and fishing. Drysdale, not Clydesdale. I'm going to run with the Clydesdale. I mean, Gene Hathaway or whatever, his assistant, did have a bit of a horse face. And I'm not saying that to be mean in any way. I'm just pointing out she had a very long face with a long nose, also known as a horse face. Who are people using to get a trust? There are so many options out there, John. A lot of the folks in here used Bob Locke at debtlawyer@gmail.com. Some have used Brent Johnson. Some have used some of the free ones that are over in the Seeds of Wisdom rooms. Clamp it. That's right. I'm going to run with the hillbilly. I'm good with it. I'm not offended by the thought of being called a redneck or a hillbilly. That just means I identify with hardworking people. Trust. Yeah, a lot of free trusts out there. Pepito, you are welcome and thank you. I appreciate you, Pepito. All right, guys. So let's just start getting into stuff. Wow, I haven't even been paying attention. Matthew, thank you, Matthew. Let's talk about keeping cool. especially when things are heating up. 2023 is set to have the highest AC bills this nation's ever seen thanks to inflation, a rising cost, and fossil fuels money-hungry energy company CEOs. The good news is that the Air Blast Pro is a solution to sky-high energy bills. The Air Blast Pro is a powerful, rugged, rechargeable, portable fan that helps keep you icy cool in any scenario and lasts a shocking 6 to 25 hours on a single charge. The best part is it comes with a utility belt, a survival tools anyone could use in a life-threatening scenario, like a Type-C charging port to power other devices, an ultra-bright 3-level LED light, and a powerful rechargeable 7800 milliamp battery that lasts up to 6 to 25 hours. Get the Air Blast Pro to stay cool in any scenario. Visit airblastpro.com. Click the link down below to order the Air Blast Pro for 66% off with express shipping and 100% lifetime replacement now. I'm just reading a few. I know it's 10:06. I'm ready to start ripping on the news, but we got to wait. Man, is the coffee exceptionally good this morning. Anita's birthday's Anita, I'm trying to catch you. Let's see. It's my birthday, the big 54 on tomorrow. Anita, party. I say we have a party. Ooh, I'm going to be traveling too, so it's going to be a bit funky. A bit funky. But I'll keep you posted, guys. And as a matter of fact, let's discuss that right now while everybody's on and waiting for the news. Boy, there's one we covered a lot. We'll have to cover again. Seacoast will make that a topic of conversation for Friday with Mr. C. Friday's podcast Friday morning should be normal. All right, guys, traveling tomorrow. We'll be in the air during the podcast. My plan, I was considering just recording a brief one this evening. I don't know if there's going to be any news by late tonight. So I'm a little up in the air whether I should or shouldn't record one for tomorrow so that you guys at least have a little bit of time together or not. You tell me your thoughts on that one as far as Whiskey and Wisdom tonight. Unless my normal channel is back, I am not planning on doing one. If my normal channel is back, I will do one, a celebratory one, because I'll be so excited to have it back. Otherwise, I was going to plan on hitting the hay early because I have a 5 a.m. departure, so I can get headed to the airport to catch a flight to Dallas to be there for Bowie, Texas, late tomorrow afternoon. I am planning on a podcast Thursday evening. I don't know what time I'll be settled, so just treat tomorrow. Don't panic. If you don't see one at normal times, you will see me at some point tomorrow. Friday morning normal. I don't know on Friday night yet what they have a schedule for, so I'll keep you posted. Somebody's saying take a break, take a break. I'm thinking about taking a break, but I'm going to do what's best. And at the same time, guys, I know that there are a lot of folks that are totally stressed right now. And when I take too much time away right now, just because of how hard the news is coming, how scary the mainstream news is right now with, from threats of war to banking collapses to everything else. I don't want to stay away too long because I know there's a lot of comfort gained by many of you guys by being here around each other. But we'll play it by ear tomorrow. Ads, yes. Hey, you got ads? Why don't I just read one more? Oh, I don't even have a good one. I was going to talk about my digital money and fractional gold. Big fan. Big fan of what they do over there. Well, according to Bruce, we'll have our numbers today. Hey, look, I might be surprised. J Money, thanks. All right, ads are done. Let's get into it. That's a good point. Somebody just said take a break. The mods need a break. You make a good point there. All right, what did Carol? Thank you for that super sticker. Thank you for that super sticker. All right, guys, I'm going to dive in because we got a lot to talk about. And we might keep it a little short so I can go ahead and pack, and that'll leave me more time this evening. CC, you going to the rodeo? I'm going to the rodeo. They better let me in the rodeo. Guys, I didn't even ask that. Somebody harass the folks over at PPN and find out if I get to go to the rodeo or not. I don't even know if I'm going to the rodeo. I just hit the ground the entire time I go to one of these things, and people just send me this way, send me that way. And I sit and talk to everybody. I rarely know the schedule. I'm just there. 5 Spartans, we're all tired. We are tired. That's K. Scott. I just figure that one of these days, Bruce is bound to get it right. Consistency's the K. God bless him. I thought I was the perennial optimist, and he takes the cake. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, guys. All right, let's find the news banner. Let's kick it in right here. Let's get to it. And I'm debating on where to start in this one. I think we're going to start right here. And then we're going to move because we've got another one just phenomenal. But I'm going to start with the one that's already in print. There will be many more on the subject I'm about to touch on that will be in print before your day is out, based on the chatter on the ground and the boots on the ground in Iraq. All right, so let's start here. Trade Bank of Iraq. Foreign transfers can be made through our branches through the central bank. Today, they issue this statement, guys. I'm going to read it to you because this statement is enormous. The Iraqi Trade Bank issued a statement. The Iraqi bank issued a statement on foreign commercial remittances. The bank said in its statement received by the insider, you can make foreign trade transfers through the platform of the Central Bank of Iraq to all countries of the world through our bank branches, through your accounts opened in Iraqi dinars with us and calculated at the official rate approved by the Central Bank of Iraq. And economically banned countries are excluded from all banking transactions. The enormity of that. That means they are fully 100% international. This is one of the key things we have been waiting for. Also in the news, the boots on the ground are reporting that the budget, while we are sitting here having this conversation right now on this podcast, is being read and discussed in Parliament for its third reading. That is enormous, enormous news, guys. That is the breaking news of the day coming out of Iraq proper. Just like earth-shattering, huge movement. And we get these on the same day. That is just big stuff. Done, done, done. I'm with you. It is just done. We are just waiting for the countdown to finish now. So awesome news to start our day. Don't know on your EBS, but let's keep going. We still have a little more news to share in the Middle East area, and then we'll turn off the little news banner and get on with a couple of other stories and try to wrap up our morning a touch early today. Is Saudi Arabia selling oil to China for gold? Rumors are making the rounds, and they just updated this one. Of course, we've heard the rumors, and now it appears to be confirmed. What they do is they sell it to China. China pays them in yuan. They immediately turn it into gold in the Shanghai International Gold Exchange, and they walk away with gold. Now, why is this important? This is important because Saudi Arabia is stockpiling gold. What is gold necessary for? De-dollarization. It is clear that no matter what we do, no matter if anybody comes into our rescue, commodities are winning and our fiat currency is dying. So buckle up, kids. What I call the dead man switch has been pulled to force things to go. Hello, Michael C. Blessed morning. They exchange in Korean currency. Anything that is not sanctioned, meaning not in North Korea, but yes, in South Korean currency is going to be my guess. Now, let me take that banner off. We got more to talk about, but I don't want to be distracted while we do it. And I'm just going to keep running. All right. First Republic Bank shares sink 49% after earnings report. This news came at the close of business yesterday, and it has been no prettier in after market hours. The U.S. government right now, they are quietly trying to float things and keep things. Archbishop, I'm with you. I love that. It's done, done, done. Archbishop, I agree. It's done, done, done. Dow down Dow's down 17%. It was still up moments ago. Oh, it's down 61 points now. All right. So let's get back to the First Republic one. This is news that the administration is desperately trying to bury and keep us distracted from the failure of yet another bank, signaling that the banking crisis is not over. A 50% in just literally a matter of days implosion of the share value of a bank is a scary, scary thing. And they're trying to convince us all that it is okay when it is not okay. The fundamentals are still broken. We're watching it play out right now. keep an eye on this one. It could be. We don't know what is going to be the match that lights all of this tinder on fire, but we know that we're going to get that spark at any moment. There are too many matches laying around in the sunlight and too many kids running around with magnifying glasses, burning ants and matches for something not to light. Jennifer just said it. Jennifer, this is exactly it. This is time we've been waiting for. It is still going to be a scary time for many. Joe, now that's the next step. We needed them, and Joe brings up a good one here. He says, Mark, even though the Iraqi banking system is fully functional on international level, it doesn't mean we exchange yet at our banks because it's not. The value hadn't changed Forex. Correct. But they had to be exchangeable first, and then the value changed. So this is absolutely one of the steps that we have been looking for. This is one of the key steps. In order for them to start exchanging, it had to be international. You couldn't just exchange it in one country and not the rest. It is truly international now, and that is a big piece of the pie. Now I'm going to keep running. We left it there. We talked about First Republic. Oh man, a fantastic one. As a matter of fact, I am going to copy this, drop this. This is only 39 seconds. And with First Republic collapsing, the way they roll out money, I think this is a fantastic little short. It's 39 seconds, guys. I'm going to drop it in chat, and then I'm going to talk about next to nothing so many of you guys can watch it real quickly that want to. It is with Robin Williams. This was filmed in 2009, and it was referencing the 2008 banking crisis. And it is so spot on. It is so spot on. Sunshine just pointed out that Iraq has achieved so much incredibly fast. Yes, they have. It has been amazing to watch. Spencer, oil's been flowing to Turkey nonstop pretty much since the beginning of this thing. It's been it's been like the Tijuana border in Mexico for getting, let's call it terrorist or sanctioned oil to the rest of the world and sold. And we got another couple of good ones coming too. One that I know for absolute fact to be fact, so it's going to be an interesting one that we're getting ready to dive into in like 2 more stories or so. Anna Liberated just watched it. Thanks, Mark Z. Genius. D Boater World Champion fast. Suddenly. It went slowly, and then suddenly. Love it. I'm glad so many of you guys. Shannon, that was great. I'm glad some of you guys took the time to watch it. Hey, there is Ripple Effect, Joseph David Elam at gmail.com. Benny, man, I've gotten a lot of great references that people have bought from you. Nancy just watched Robin. It was hilarious. I'm glad some of you guys took the time to watch it. Yeah, Lit, I would hope Robin Williams is. I don't think he is. I mean, he suffered from, severe depression. He is missed. He was one of my favorites. And hopefully he was a good person. I don't want to find out he was a bad one. Just like, don't ever tell me if you put sour cream in a recipe, because then I'm not going to like it, even if I love it. V Reed, that video was hilarious. Only Robin Williams, right? Oh my God. Robin is so dang funny. I believe he's still alive. That was an epic. All right, but it is the perfect video for what we're going through right now. It's like crack to them, that free money, that Fed money. It is like crack to them. And that was just awesome. Whoa, gold, silver adjusted. Let's see, Bearded Patriot. Doesn't the price of oil, gold, and silver be adjusted also prior? No, it is not adjusted prior to the RV. How can the price point of the currency be set without the oil, silver, gold revalued first? Aha, you're catching on, Bearded Patriot. It'll be based on today's value. It'll be based on the values we're seeing now. What does that mean? That means once this goes and those commodities go up in value, your currency is going to keep getting stronger, which is an exciting thing, because think about it. There's only going to be so much gold and oil we're going to be able to go and physically put our hands on. Well, I should say gold and silver, platinum, etc. We can go put our hands on immediately. your money's also going to go up in value because it's based on it in a commodity asset-backed currency. Pretty cool stuff going on. All right, I got to keep running, guys. There's much to cover. Central banks are leading a revolt against the U.S. dollar and shifting to gold at a record pace, according to market experts. Just more stories that I wanted to drop in here. More stories as central banks now account for a record 33% of monthly global demand for gold. That is astonishing, as they are all covering their butts both on assets and de-dollarization. They're counting, at this point, all of the smart money in the world is counting on the demise of the U.S. banking system. That's not, guys, the plan is to back it up. When we go asset-backed, you can quit worrying about it. It forces us to do the right thing and do the right thing quickly. That's why I'm bringing it up. Don't suddenly think, hey, I'm going to go exchange my money. It's going to be worthless. That is not what I am saying in any way. I'm saying that this crash is forcing them to reset and go sound money. Hopefully I got that through, because it gets me in. I get a lot of very worried emails. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. All right, this is the one that I can tell you for absolute fact I agree with, and this is a spooky thing. Iran court, or an Iranian court, orders the U.S. and Obama as one of them, more than Obama, but let's get to it, to pay $313 million for terrorist attacks. Court names U.S. entities and officials, including ex-presidents Obama and George W. Bush, as it maintains they played a pivotal role in creating and guiding ISIL. I can tell you with absolute and utter fact that is a fact. We did indeed help train them. That was part of the fallout from Benghazi. We were mad at Gaddafi. My business partner Tom and I, in our gold ventures and our ventures in Africa, gave a briefing to a few congressmen on just this at that time, and said, hey, they have destabilized. We are funding them. We have trained military assets, CIA assets, training and arming terrorists. It led to the rise of, I'm going to get this one. Whew, boy, I tell you, time gets tough. The North African arm of Al-Qaeda. And for some reason, I am just brain farting on what they call themselves. Led to their rise, and also led to the training of the ISIS and ISIL leadership. That's why when you see a lot of those terrorists, you see how they handle a gun. They are finger off. They hold it in traditional U.S. military fashion, because we boot camped these people. We armed them and boot camped them. So they are holding them responsible for all that terrorist damage, the damage that was done to them, the damage that was done in the region. And they should, rightfully. Isn't that spooky? And that is not me saying, hey, Iran is great and perfect. That is not me saying that at all. I'm just saying that the chickens are coming home to roost. BlackRock owns 15.1% of Fox Corporation. I just thought I'd point that one out. The extremely liberal, globalist BlackRock owns 15.1%. Makes them one of the largest shareholders, if not the largest, outside of the Murdoch family. See, look, the family trust of Murdoch owns 19%. So, yep, that makes that increasing stock 15.1%. Second largest owner. There you go. So they obviously have a lot of effect, or affect. And this one is just pure gold. Liz, I'm pretty certain you're the one that sent this one to me. MSNBC repeats Hamilton 68 lies 279 times in 11 minutes. If you're not familiar with the Hamilton 68 lies, this is where in 2016 they were trying to convince us all that Russian bots were trying to give the election to Donald J. Trump, when it wasn't accurate at all. These were real people having real conversations and real tweets. These weren't some bots sitting in a room like we see for the Democratic Party, up thumbing. And I mean, they got their own war room now for social media at the White House and the West Wing. So this wasn't like that at all. These were private individuals having real conversations and real tweets. But MSNBC, man, especially Rachel Maddow, she was all over this, spreading Blatant misinformation. Still waiting for that lawsuit. Where's that lawsuit coming from? I'm waiting for it. At this point, I feel like I was affected by it. I know many people that were affected by it. I think we got a class action suit that can make the Dominion one over at Fox look really small. What do you got? Would you tie into one of those where the mainstream media knowingly misled you? I would do it. Let's see. Notice, please, doesn't the price? I already answered that one, Booger, but thanks for posting it again. Catfish. I don't recall. 173. Rachel. Guys, Bonder Banker News. They are expecting notices today or tomorrow, guys. I have been looking all week based on what I was receiving over the weekend for news to start coming out on the bond side on Thursday. Today is Wednesday. I did get a notice from one of my bond people saying, hey, we should know the exact plan later today or sometime tomorrow. That is the latest thing I have on the bond side. Bankers are sitting at the ready. All right. Glad you asked that question, though, because I forgot to mention it. Yeah, I'm telling you. There has to be backlash, and we have to hold them responsible. This is one thing that drives me nuts with the GOP. And great point. This is a great segue into the next article, too. The GOP is full of it. I mean, completely full of it. They point out the vice, they point out the misdirection, but what have they done about it? A couple of meetings, some really good feel-good committees, but they haven't done jack squat about it. And speaking of which, we're going to go into the next one because I think it's the perfect segue. Trump suggests he will skip the GOP primary debates. I think AZ Coast Sauce 8, you have summed up how we all feel about that subject. All right, guys. So Trump saying, I'm just going to skip the GOP primary debates. Why would he go to the GOP primary debate? If there's a front leader coming out, he should meet and discuss in a town hall with them. Not some GOP organized thing. The GOP has knowingly spent large amounts of PAC money to defeat Trump-endorsed candidates. They have knowingly crippled the Trump campaign whenever given an opportunity. The GOP leadership is full of the Liz Cheneys, Mitt Romneys, Mitch McConnell's, Kevin McCarthy's. These are the people that did their best to handicap them and remove them from the race. And the candidates that he was pushing, Kevin McCarthy, funded by the FTX crew, did their level best to go against in the Republican primaries against any Trump-endorsed candidate. I think this is a great move by him. I wouldn't even acknowledge him. He is the party. There has been. So I think this is actually a great move on his part not to, because they haven't done squat. They talk a big talk. They do nothing. They spend. They're neocons, and they're all about the pharmacy money. So for me, kudos to him. And back to that point, as far as I'm concerned, the GOP's dead to me. If you want to make a new party, call it the MAGA party. Call it the I don't know, the Sovereign Party. Call it what you want. I'd no longer identify as a GOP member. All right, let me keep going. That's going to upset a lot. Truth or Party, I like that one too. I mean, at some point we have the Patriot Party. Call me whatever. I am not beholden to the organized Republican Party anymore. Elon Musk suggests Twitter is a new platform for Tucker Carlson after Fox News departure. All the hearings, no public arrest. See, you guys are getting it. RFK Jr. says people that don't believe in climate change should be in jail. Oh, I totally believe the climate's changing. Totally believe it is. All you got to do is look at the Earth's historic global. It changes all the time. It was changing 10,000 years. It was changing 1,000 years ago. It was changing 500 years ago. Hell, ask the dinosaurs if it was changing. Of course it's changing. But the thought that the hubris of the left to monetize it and think they are somehow changing the world because of it, and somehow, yeah, it's the craziest thing ever. Craziest thing ever. There's a great tweet I dropped today too, shared, that you guys should look for. All right, we're gonna go back to Twitter, back to Elon Musk. So Elon is saying, hey, we've got a subscriber base that you can do your podcast right here over on Twitter. Twitter is also working as they are changing their platform to have their own version of YouTube. And it is going to be uncensored except when required by law, according to Elon. I think he's telling us a lot here, and I'm very excited about it. Because, guys, if you give me a platform that's easy to use and free of censorship, that will actually not demonetize / whatever every time we turn around and look, I'm in. I mean, I know I'm on YouTube now, and YouTube, you should take note of this. You will lose a tremendous number of content creators and tremendous amounts of revenue if you do not change your business practices. You will be relegated to the ash heap of history. You will be the next Bud Light, seeing a massive decline in sales. You will be the next canceled platform. You will be nothing more than a sounding box for a few whiny liberals, and that is it. And that's not me saying, oh, wine. That's just me telling you the cold hard facts. Me for one, I wouldn't stay. You give me a real quality alternative, and YouTube, you can kiss my ass for everything you've done to me, and to all my friends, and to all the disinformation you allowed to be shared, and for all the people that died because you won't let them know that they could take vitamin D and improve their chances. And can I go on with my ands? There's a lot of ands out there. All right, huge biological risk after lab containing deadly diseases seized in Sudan. Speaking of class action suits, there's a class action suit as they suppressed medical knowledge, knowingly suppressed it. Huge biological risk after lab containing deadly diseases seized in Sudan, according to the World Health Organization. Guys, nothing like the smell of war to a neocon in the morning. Nothing like the smell of an excuse for a new pandemic. Oh my God. They've got all kinds of stuff stored there. It even tells us what they've got stored there. Extremely dangerous polio isolates in the lab, measles isolates in the lab, cholera isolates in the lab. Huge risk. You ever feel like they're foreshadowing something? I feel like they're trying to foreshadow their last ditch efforts. All right, lab leak slam dunk. Boy, Segar does a good job on this one. If you want to watch that one, it's a slam dunk. The history is in, the science is in. It was a lab leak. All right, there you go. I've had my rants for the day. So they had 6,000 cases of the monkeypox too, or something like that. Is that what you're telling me? Down 147. I'm not looking for the Dow to crash yet. They are still putting money in and propping it up as much as they can while all the assets get moved. And if you do, yeah, Rita, I've thoroughly enjoyed Twitter since Elon picked it up. It is fun. It has gotten downright fun. All right, let's get back to this one though, because you just brought up somebody brought up a good point. See if I can find it. I'm trying to scroll through. On the central banks and the gold, they're still suppressing the value of it, and they're suppressing it because they're busy trying to buy it up to cover their positions right now. They are manipulating the price at a heavy rate because they are buying it up. Somebody made a comment about the price of oil and gold and why it hadn't gone up yet. So yeah, now we're having fun. I have not watched a good Jim Willie video in a while. Uh, Darky, I would suggest going back to Twitter now that, I mean, it's very different and it's part of, and guys, I need you all to start making TikTok videos too. And I know, but TikTok's this, TikTok's that, guys. It's the platform, it's the battlefield. You're going to have to engage if you want to win the hearts and minds and wake people up. Have you ever, like, okay, so yesterday I took probably an hour or two and trawled, whatever word you want to use. And I looked at some of the MSNBC stories out there, the CNN stories. Holy crap. No wonder the mainstream masses think Donald Trump is Satan and eating babies. The stuff that they are, I mean, they don't even try to back up a story now. Let's see. He raped a hooker. He did whatever. I mean, it's some of the craziest stuff I have ever heard out there. And then you should hear how they reference us. I mean, we're all unhinged. We've never been, I mean, just craziness. These people are just pure. I mean, they don't base it on anything. They don't need fact at all. And they're going after us for misinformation. No, they're going after us because we actually research. Only truth, I still consider Zim to be a little bit of a gamble. I did it because I've got a couple of attorney paymaster friends that are super high power. They're telling me I was crazy not to, so I did. But from an economist standpoint, I don't know how. I mean, I definitely see how they're going to be a solid, realistically just awesome increase in their value. But I don't know what to tell you on that one. The crazier things get, the more I want to focus on just the fundamentals of it. Genesis, 4 years old today. Sue, they're desperate. They're absolutely desperate, and they are far-reaching. It's just the more desperate they get, the dumber they get, and it's interesting to watch it play out. I've not heard of any limit on any of the currencies, Sunshine. Wise, well, I don't know. They might take on Iraq now. Wise is starting to scare me a little because the number of accounts they've just closed and refunded money for, and I don't know the why, and I can't get an answer. Trudy said I came back to Twitter when Elon took it over. I do like it now. Gold's up. All right. I need to sing to you guys. I have a heck of a day ahead getting prepared for tomorrow. Mark, today's my birthday. Sing for me and I'll say, Winrider, happy birthday. Mike Penny said it makes him sick to hear what they say about President. And Kathy, it does. I mean, you should hear it. You want to just, I mean, dude, no wonder these people think and why they are so fired up that just sheer nasty drivel. I mean, they don't even try. They don't base it on anything. It's not like somebody read Trump's daughter's diary where he was doing inappropriate things in the shower. It's not like they caught Trump Jr.'s laptop with some of the family pictures and people with underage people or doing crack or any of those things. It's not like there's any of that out there. It is stunning how effective Mockingbird Media and the propaganda has been in controlling the narrative and what people think. It is, whoa, this is like Orwell 101. There got to be some PSYOP people sitting around having a drink going, ha ha ha, they bought that too. Now I'm going to get to it. All right, you birthday people. Let's see. No, thank you so much, Mark Z. I'm 32 today. I was 32 yesterday, but now you know. That's awesome. Epic. But I'll see you all this evening. I'll see you. Massive. Oh, CA Taylor, you just brought up a good point. And I had a video and I should have shared it first thing. I should have shared this. CA Boomba, my whiskey and wisdom bars have shipped. I am jealous. Mine have not shipped yet. That is all awesome. All right, let's get to it. Somebody said something about psychosis, and you know what that does to me. Makes me want to talk a little bit more. So here's a great one from the Academy of Ideas. Is government the new God? The religion of totalitarianism. This is absolutely so germane to the conversation we are having right now. They did this, shoot, a year ago. It's only got 677,000 views. I am going to copy and post this one here for you guys. It is 13 and a half minutes long. This will help you understand what is going on in the minds of some of these people. You've seen the overly religious kinds, the ones that where any logic is just out the door and they don't really read the Bible. They piece pick, but they're just like so out there. Not that the God, not that God ever said he wanted to tolerate somebody lukewarm. He wants you a bit of a zealot. I don't mean in a bad way. I mean in a positive way. Enthusiastic. But this is the govern me harder daddy crowd. It has become their religion, and it is spooky. And they do just a great piece on it right here. They did a great one. These are the the Academy ideas, and then After School are two of my favorite for getting people to think on some bigger subjects. Not enough people deep dive. Not enough people think anymore. It's exactly. Boom. I love hoops for you. I love what you just called it. It's a secular religion. That's exactly what it is. They just took God, Buddha, Allah. They took all that out there and they put government in as that Godhead. So it's a secular religion. It's a great. Just like atheists don't. I mean, they don't buy it because they don't want to see it, but they're humanist. Human. They are their own God. They've just replaced God with themselves. How many we actually have a number of theologians in here, and you guys are just awesome, and some of the great back and forth conversations. I just hate sometimes I don't respond because I'm too covered up with timing, but I have had some really just awesome back and forth conversations with many of our I don't want to say would be or amateur, because some of the most knowledgeable people I've ever had conversations with have been from this community about subjects like this. I am surrounded by some of the brightest people in the world, and I am honored to be in the community with you. Let's see, eldest son's birthday, 23, expecting my first great grandson. Oh, that is exciting. Paul, no planned whiskey and wisdom unless the channel's up, and then we'll have a celebratory drink. So just be prepared for that notice. And I should know by the time we do our evening 7 o'clock podcast. And guys, it could be, could not be. I don't know which channel. Look for both channels. Thank you, Angel Wings. All right, you birthday people. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, darling. May you live, may you love, may all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Neve, I have a 3-year theology certificate, but don't know it all. Neat. That's the important part. Once you know everything about a subject, that means you are no longer open to learning more. You can't know it all. That to me has always been one of, when I listen to experts in the field, it always drives me nuts. There has to be a level of humility and open-mindedness and the willingness to be wrong. It's that pursuit of knowledge. All right, guys. I got a busy day. See you this evening at 7.